there, the Motley Crue. Motley Crue consisted of 4 headbanging rock stars: Vince Neil, Tommy Lee, Nikki Sixx, and Mick Mars. The band wouldn't have gotten far if it wasn't for Tommy Lee for going up to his idol Nikki Sixx and showing off some of his skills and ideas. Tommy Lee also brought up Vince Neil and suggested he should try out being their lead singer, including Mick Mars, due to his sight of what they could become as a whole. Motley Crue aren't just known for their popular music, but for their unforgettable backgrounds, starting with Nikki Sixx, which had it the worst. Sixx was raised joined by his grandparents and mother, and constantly switched schools, which didn't mold him into the most best kid. Sixx got expelled from his school for selling drugs and having armed weapons. Eventually, he had to go live with his deadbeat mom and her violent boyfriends. By the time he was 17, he left Seattle and took his dreams to Los Angeles. Sixx's past didn't influence many songs that they recorded in the Crue, which leads to Vince Neil. Although he didn't have the roughest childhood, his life also wasn't the best. In 1995, Neil lost his 4-year-old daughter to cancer, which changed him completely. Tommy Lee was also known as the most upbeat and craziest player in the band. He did have some memorable moments while becoming a rock star. Tommy Lee, as we all know, had one of the most popular relationships of his time with Pamela Anderson, which soon went downhill when their personal 101 tape went public. Another toll on Tommy Lee was a lot of assault charges. He even had a child's death at his house, which had a lot on his hands. Last but not least, we have Mick Mars. He also had moving problems as a kid, and his family never settled down. Mars dropped out of high school and began playing guitar in a series of unsuccessful blues-based and died 2 times from an overdose on heroin while being in the band. To Vince Neil leaving after his daughter's death and being fed up with the constant drugs and alcohol the band would do. Motley Crue did have a lot of bad moments, but of course the good always outweighed the bad, especially when Vince Neil decided to join the Crue again when he got clean along with all the other players. The Crue's best moments, or in better words, more memorable moments, were when one of their friends, Ozzy, ran out of coke and were dared to snort a line of ants, which he did. He then peed on himself, then licked the pee. Sounds gross, but that was just one night out of the week for the Crue. 2. Nikki Sixx's famous move, Booze, 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 in which he would lay on his back while playing the guitar, get back up, and chug a bottle of Jack Daniels. And whatever was left in the bottle, he would throw it on the crowd and just start more chaos. Motley Crue was known for doing a lot of things throughout the years, but the thing that they did the best was make sure everyone had the time of their lives.